Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
Alrighty then. Okay, let me see. Make sure my audio is okay. It is very good. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Hi. Hello. All right. So today we're gonna go over NXT, and then we're gonna have a little chat about Kevin Nash because he just can't seem to keep his foot out of his mouth, love. So, NXT seemed to be a pretty solid show from what I was able to watch. Um, the very first match right out the gate, from what I remember, was Lola facing off against Kaylani. The match was good, but Kaylani, of course, took advantage of Lola's hand and used that as a means of taking her out, and she was had to tap because she, was getting beat up pretty much majority of the time. There really wasn't much that Lola could do to defend against that. And this is after weeks of attacks on Lola Vice. And to me, while I understand it establishes Kaylani as someone who obviously has the fortitude to be dominant and to be vicious when she needs to be, it also gets her nowhere, in my opinion, because if this were the catalyst for you, Soul would have been your target, right? It would have made more sense to go after Soul Ruka. Soul Ruka is the star. She's one of the girls that everybody loves. Lola Vice, while I like Lola now and I've had my issues with Lola, she was not a threat to Kaylani. Once they had that final bout and Kaylani moved on, and Lola moved on, Kaylani should have moved on to a different contender. The attack should have been either on Zarya or Soul, in my opinion. I'm not quite understanding why she chose Lola, but I guess Lola was just a stepping stool for her to go and move into other places. But it is what it is. She was able to pick up the win against Lola Vice. If that matters to you, sure. But to me, it doesn't really do much. Um, Hello to those of you coming in. Hello. I don't like the way Lola comes to the ring with her title. I bet you wouldn't have liked it. Shit. Hello, how are you? I am fine. Thank you for asking. All right. So we're gonna move on. We're not gonna dwell in things too much. Um, the next thing you see is Joe Hendry attacking Ricky Saints in the parking lot. This is after we see Dark State, divide and conquer. They've decided that they're going to take out Tony D'Angelo one by one. So Cutler volunteered. He's the first. And if you notice, Cutler really doesn't get any W's in this group. He's always an anchor man, always around to help them win, but he rarely gets any wins on his own, which is very, very interesting to me. But I digress. Cutler and Dion went out to the ring to face off against Tony D'Angelo. And this is after Tony D'Angelo cut a promo about how Dark State ruined his life. They took away his family, they took away his championships, they took away everything from him. And now he's going to return the favor. And to be fair to Tony D'Angelo, I wish this is the way he came back from the beginning. But the dark, mysterious bullshit where he's stalking everybody, attacking everybody, to me gave you a wild direction, and you should have been hyper fixated on Dark State from the beginning. This would have made Dark State feel very anxious because not only would they have to worry about Tony D'Angelo, but they also have to worry about the 4 other tag teams who are coming after the tag team titles. And this is how it should have been from the beginning. I don't know who's writing the stories back there, but I don't think y'all are thinking things through. Dark State has been coming in and attacking everybody from beginning to end. And while all of them don't have gold, 2 of them have gold. And they use that Freebird rule, willy-nilly when they decide to use it. The problem I have is that Dark State has not had any comeuppance for their actions. They have been rewarded for them. And at some point, you should have had them being taken down systematically. Now, if Tony was the guy who was going to do it, that's fine. But the pressure and the heat should have came from the tag teams while Tony D'Angelo lurked in the shadows. And that's how it should have been done. Okay? But again, I digress. After we got all of that, Ricky Saints was coming up into the facility because, of course, he's Ricky Saints and he's feeling himself a lot. Okay? And of course, Joe Hendry is with the shits. So Joe Hendry attacked Ricky Saints in the parking lot. Y'all know that NXT parking lot is dangerous. It's more dangerous than any hood you could think of in America. Okay? Ricky Saints was getting beat up by Joe Hendry, and the security came out there and split them apart. Now, Joe Hendry decided to storm his ass to the ring and cuss everybody out. Okay, Joe Hendry said, Ricky Saints, you out here attacking people, you in your feelings. You want to act like a bitch ass nigga? Well, I'm going to beat your ass like one. Okay, bring your ass out here and take this ass whooping like a man. And I don't want no hard feelings after it's over either. Ricky Saints' music hits, but Ricky Saints doesn't come out the way everybody thinks. He comes out, of course, quite a ways from Joe Hendry. And he makes it very clear. He said, and this is y'all champion? This is who y'all wanted to be champion? Somebody who can't control themselves? Someone who's always at the ready to fight? Oh, disgusting. I've never felt so disgusted in my life. He was like, look, this is what he said, this is the problem with the champions nowadays. It's real easy for you to gain the favor of the fans. All you got to do is make a cute song, get you a nice little hook, make it nice. Everybody knows it. As long as you got a cute little gimmick, everything is cool. But when you are truly gifted and highly talented, someone who is bred to be great, nobody sees it but you. That's the path I'm set to walk on, and that's the path I choose. I have to do this. It was chosen for me. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, baby. Ricky Saints threw out the challenge, and he told him he wants to fight Joe Hendry at Vengeance, and Joe Hendry accepted. So it's gonna be Joe Hendry versus Ricky Saints at Vengeance. Now, Ricky Saints said something that I disagreed with wholeheartedly. He said Joe Hendry stole the championship from me, and nobody wants to talk about that. Well, let's talk about it. Because you call it a theft, but I call it a win. Ricky Saints, if you wanted to win, you should have unhooked that belt and fell on that ladder, and you would be the new NXT champion. What did it be? The second time?
Yeah.
2-time champion? Had you unhooked the belt, and knocked out Joe Hendry, you would be champion. There would be nothing that anyone would have to say. Why? Because you beat what, six other men to win that title, but because both of y'all was on the ladder and you was grabbing it along with him, somehow it turns into he stole the title from you and not he actually won it. Because I guarantee you, if the tables were turned, you wouldn't be singing this tune. The interesting concept is how Ricky Saints was able to flip himself from face to heel. It's very easy, which leads me to believe that he never truly was a face to begin with. He was just doing what he had to get in the door, which I'm not mad about. I actually respect it. But here's the thing, I like both Saints and Hendry. And to me, it doesn't matter which one of them is champion. Both of them are equally gifted enough to lead NXT into a different era outside of Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and those who came before them. They are more than likely ready to be the guy in NXT. And we all know this, right? But the question is, which direction do you want NXT to go in? Do you want another heel champion? A champion like Ethan Page, but has a little bit more scrap to him, right? A champion that's like, that gives Trick Williams without all the high volume flash. Ricky Saints is flashy, but he's not over the top flashy. Ricky Saints is messy, but he doesn't go too far. At least we haven't seen him do it yet. The question is, what type of direction do you want NXT to go in? Do you want to see a champion who's a fighter, a champion who's going to give you some fun moments, some messy times, but also give you some quality in terms of matches? Now, don't get me wrong, both men will be able to give you the championship style match you're requiring from them, but it depends on the stories that you want to tell going forward as to who needs to be champion. So I will put the question to the chat. Who should win at NXT Vengeance? Should it be Ricky Saints and we're going for the heel direction? Or should it be Joe Hendry and we're going for the face direction? Najee was shucking the driver. Now she carried it like a purse. Ricky dragged the fuck out of him. I think he still might be. The most dangerous location in America that I'm not going alone is the NXT fuck parking lot. True that. Yeah, I was like, nigga, you was shucking and jiving. Claw says they would give it to Joe Hendry. I would give Joe like 3 to 4 more defenses. That's at least a 3 to 4 month title reign. With some of those defenses being on TV rather than being on a PLE. Leading into one of those defenses being at stand and deliver. So, anybody else? Who do you want to lead the charge? You want Joe Hendry at the helm, or do you want Ricky Saints? Which one do you choose? Mm-hmm. Hello, Adrian. How are you? He can lose and win it right back. That's crazy. He shouldn't have won it in the first place. They was gonna do all of that. Life with Jay says Ricky. Don chooses Ricky as well. Oh, good. And you choose Joe Kira. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't really matter to me who wins. Both of them will be highly entertaining. Both of them will continue to go after that championship. And both of them would be a perfect leader for NXT no matter which direction they're going into. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Johnny Gargano is going to show up in NXT and be the new general manager of NXT. Listen, I'm just saying, I have a sneaking suspicion that that's where he's headed. Don't quote me, but I think that Robert Stone, while Robert Stone would be a great general manager, I honestly believe that Johnny Gargano is beyond ready to lead NXT into a different stage. And I think that he is going to be the one to be the next general manager for NXT. And I don't think that he's going to be a face GM. I think he's going to be a heel GM for sure. But I see that happening. That don't piss me off. You picked Joe too, Kayla? Wow. Zadrian picked Joe. Everybody's picking Joe except for a few of y'all. That's interesting. It's not even a pay week this week. This week ain't the week. Listen, I have a sneaking suspicion that Johnny Gargano is going to show up in NXT and he is going to be the general manager. Now, I can't say for sure, but I have told y'all time and time again that Triple H and Road Dogg have a tendency to have telltales when they're booking. When Johnny Gargano was sitting on that roadie case, when he had his head down, the first week, not last week, there was an NXT sticker on that roadie case. Okay? There was a sticker on there that said NXT. The last week, Candice is the one who was like, I'm going to fix this. This, I know what to do. And she rolls him out of there. I am telling y'all that Gargano is going to NXT and Gargano is going to be the new interim. And not the interim, he's going to be the new general manager of NXT. If it ain't Gargano, it's going to be Candice. But I think it's going to be Gargano. I truly do. I really do believe that. Don said it's February and I got to ride for my niggas. Hello, Rico. Stop telling us. To be honest, it's fitting. It might be both. I wouldn't mind both. It's going to be interesting because they would probably split their duties, have Candice handle the women, Johnny Gargano would handle the men. And if that's the case, I love that idea. I love the concept. But somebody's got to be a heel general manager and somebody's got to be a face. They've got to split it so that it works on both sides, but they need to be fair. Even if they're heels, they need to be fair. That's how you maintain the balance of the show. So I think I'm right. Did mommy make something? Probably make some more popcorn again. Did she burn it again? It smell like she burned it, so. It smelled like burnt noodles. It too. They just need tag titles back in NXT for the women. Okay, that's not fair. I just fell out of my chair from laughter right now. That's crazy. Get up, Zadrian. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Tony D'Angelo beat Cutler James. I don't know what y'all thought was gonna happen, but I mean, it was expected. Now they got in there and they got the scrapping, and of course, Dion came in there to beat up Tony because Tony won. Dion didn't like that, so they got the scrapping. And maybe listen, I truly don't give a damn. I don't care about none of that. Okay, at this point, I will say this: Tony D'Angelo is in great shape because he was much bigger than what he is now. He slimmed down a lot. He's very, very trim. He's toned up a lot. He looks great. I think he looks absolutely insane for where he was. But yeah, he seems to be doing quite well in his exercise routine. So congratulations to you. Um, Dion and D'Angelo got into this fight until the NXT officials broke it up. And I'm assuming that Dion Lennox is going to be the next target for Tony D'Angelo. But he may cost Dark State these titles. Speaking of the tag team titles, I don't know about y'all, but I don't like this. Now, I know that Nicole loves Vanity Project, and y'all know Nicole, my girl, she fam. I love her to death. I don't like Vanity Project. I'm not a fan of them. I don't like their look. I don't like. I mean, they're funny, but other than that, they don't really give me anything. And like I've said on many times, I'm not a fan of watching them because they just look like children to me, and I'm not excited about watching a bunch of whacked men who got the bodies of little teenage twinks. I'm not, and then I don't mean that no shade to nobody, but I'm just calling it like I see it. Y'all can get mad at me in the comments if you want to. I don't give a damn. But that's what I see, and I'm just not a fan. So I really hate that they were able to secure a tag team title shot against Dark State over OTM. I don't like that. Okay. And I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I hate it. I love how Dion got put in the lead position. Dion was always the leader, in my opinion. I never saw him in any way, shape, other than him being the leader. That may be. I'll eat that. I will eat that. But that's what they look like to me. I'm sorry. I can't describe it no other way. But that's what they look like to me. Um, I'm not okay with OTM being passed over like that. I don't like it. It's no shade to Vanity Project as a performer, as wrestlers. They wrestle just fine. I just didn't see the need to push OTM aside to give it to Vanity Project, and they just got there. Like, I don't know, it just irritated me. He started as the side, then they were like pull him to the front. Saquon was doing all the talking at first. The problem I had with that is he wasn't the established one in NXT. Dion was. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to make Saquon the leader. That didn't make sense at all. They look like they belong in a boy band. Not a good one. I can tell you that. They just don't. They just don't. No, no, it's just not doing it for me. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. I'm just not in the best of moods today. So the curbing of language is not happening. I hate when they hop on somebody when they are freshly over. No direction. Sure. It just pissed me off. And now they are the number one contenders for the tag team titles, and that makes me angry. It pissed me off. I didn't like it. Now, what we did get to see, and to be honest with you, y'all, like I wouldn't have even been mad if they gave that title shot to the Culling. I wouldn't have been mad about that. We being honest, they deserve a title shot too. And I don't even fuck with Sean Spears like that. But he does deserve a title shot. Hank and Tank, they were already tag team champions. And I'm sorry, you and your flippy ponytail, no. It's okay, y'all. Y'all done went to Japan, did y'all thing. Love that for you. But no. No, thank you. Right. I'm sorry, I had to turn the fan on. It's a little warm in here, y'all. Speaking of, come to find out, my baby sister is apparently a directioner. Not deep, but she's a fan. Well, isn't that her era though? Aren't they like the lead out boy band of her era? So I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised. Hank and Tank give me low budget heavy machinery. You know what, Don? Dead ass. True. So fucking true. But I'm glad for Hank and Tank. I love them. I'm just saying, no. I'm gonna roll through it. So, um, Zaria and Soul. So Soul was looking for Zaria, and Zaria cussed Soul ass the fuck out. Zaria said, "You know what? I'm sick of your shit. Okay, I'm sick of it." She said, "Yo, ass, I've been by your side, helping you out. I've been holding you down, and as soon as it's an opportunity for me, you always find some kind of way to steal it." She said, "You know what? I'm sick of it. I'm tired." She said, "Last week was the last motherfucking straw, bitch." She said, "You gonna go out there and confront them hoes by yourself?" And and then she said, "And after that, you could go right to hell." And then she left that girl standing there about to cry. I said, "Oh." I said, "Oh, okay." Yeah. I didn't know this is the type of shit that we was on, but all right. Wowzers. Wow. Still. I was like, that was crazy. Cuss that lady up and down. And I was like, you didn't have to do her like that. Wow. Not interesting, girl. They were. I love them, including Leo. I thought so. They need to go up and be behind Otis. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Zaria is delusional. Now, she also, so Soul goes out there, and I didn't get to hear what JC Jane said. And to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck. Okay. I don't care what she said. What matters to me is what Soul told her. Soul told her, "You used to be toxic. Now you're fatal." And then she said, hold on, because I wanted to get it right, because it was fire. It was nice. I'm not even gonna hold you. She cut her deep with that shit. She definitely did. And I was like, ooh, not so out here cutting gems. Ooh. Wait, what did Willow win? Oh, she retained the championship. Good for Willow. Love that for her. Oh no. Hold on. I gotta find the quote because I want to make sure I get it right. As far as that is what Resident Evil 9 comes out next week. Do 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 la 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 la. She said, "You came in here toxic. You turned fatal. But when I beat you, that's going to confirm what you already know deep down inside. And that Soul Ruka is better than JC Jane." And she is right. She is absolutely correct. And it's not because Soul Ruka's just a better wrestler than her or any of that. It's just that JC has no ability to stand on her own. She has always been in a group. Okay. She has always had somebody on her side or somebody that she can hold on to so that she can have an anchor. She never ever sails without an anchor. Everybody else sails without an anchor. She is the only one who had to have someone by her side. So Ruka is not wrong for telling her that. No, this is the brand new. Now, as things broke down, of course, the girls attacked. And then Zaria came out there and laid out everybody and then picked up her friend and hugged her. And then they got in the back, and she asked her, "What made you change your mind?" And Zaria was like, "Things have not been right since you lost your titles. You no longer were double champ, and you got injured." She said, "And I want us to go back to the way that we were." She said, "I know that without me, there were a lot of things that you wouldn't be, and I wouldn't be Zaria without you." And she said, I know this can work, but I just want us to get our friendship back. I don't trust that hoe. Anytime somebody come up to you and tell you to your face to go to hell, and then turn around 5 minutes later and want to hug you and be your friend, they got a hidden agenda. If that bitch don't cost her that title at Vengeance, I will be surprised. It's coming. It's happening. Period. Point blank. Yeah. It's happening. JC was sipping on that haterade on JC, saying that she's jealous of Soul because Soul gets the love, appreciation, etc., and she called herself underrated.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh shit, yeah.
Eli Knight and Elio LaFleur were finishing out the finals for the speed tournament to determine who was going to face off against Jasper. Well, the match ended in a controversial fashion when neither Elio or Eli Knight could beat the clock. Both men, the clock ran out. So Robert Stone decided that both superstars would advance in a triple threat match against Jasper Troy. The final match of the night was Ethan Page doing his record-breaking North American Championship title defense. Ethan Page faced off against Shiloh Hill, which he did beat him. But of course, Vanity Project came out there, and they were coming out there to help him keep his title. The interference allowed for Ethan Page to hit his move, the Twisted Grin, on the outside of the ring, and then another inside the ring to keep his championship. After the match, Miles Bourne came in there, cleared everybody out, put Ethan Page's leg inside of a chair, and threatened to brutalize the champion if he did not give him a North American title match. Ethan Page agreed because he didn't want to injure his ankle, but then he laughed at the man and accused him of not being strong enough to do it. And that's when Miles Bourne jumped high in the air and stomped on that nigga shit. Ethan Page is writhing in pain as the show went off the air, and all you see is Miles Bourne standing over him with that ugly ass North American title. And that, my friends, that is NXT. Okay? Now, there's a lot going on in the world. But it is Black History Month. And when shit is hitting the fan, with Kevin Nash, we must discuss it. Now, I'm going to try and keep this conversation as simple as possible, even for those who can't understand. I thought I simplified it the last time we talked about this, but apparently it wasn't simple enough. Turn your TV down. So hold on.
Stand back. Keep your money, funky bitch, because I don't play about the. Oh, he's back.
So for those of y'all who are too young to know who this man actually is, This is Kevin Nash.
So disappointed, Big Daddy Uncool.
Kevin Nash decided to go on their click this podcast. They were talking about talent, and they happened to talk about Javon Evans. And just so ain't no misappropriations going on up and through here, let me show y'all what he said. Okay. Because he's since deleted quite a few things on his socials, which I thought was very interesting. All right. Kevin Nash said this about Javon Evans, and this was earlier this week that we all found out about it, and a lot of content creators have talked about it. The only reason why I didn't post it on my page is because there are thousands of Black content creators who have all said the same thing, and I've already addressed it over here, so I wasn't going to continue talking about it on my page too, until Kevin Nash decided to come out with a second statement. But let's read the first one. He said, and I quote, "He's an incredible athlete. He's a little bit too fucking Mr. Bojangles for me. I wish he was a little bit more urban. I understand it's Netflix. I understand there's a big fucking world out there besides the one that fucking 66-year-old Detroit boy Kevin Nash wants, but I just want him to have a little bit of an edge. He can strike. He throws a good punch. Fucking take your time and throw a good punch. Maybe put 2 or 3 together. Something where you tell me if this shit is real, all this athleticism I have, I can use. Not if this shit was real, I would cartwheel off his motherfucking body like you would never see. He sells good. He does everything good. It's just that you have to fight." This led to a lot of backlash, and rightfully so, okay? First, I want to say this. There are other ways for him to say what he needed to say. The problem is he said it in such a racist way that nobody really was trying to hear what you were saying because you cloaked it in a bunch of dog whistles. If you had just came out and said, "I want Javon Evans to have some more aggression. I want him to have more edge. I want him to show that he's more than just a backflipping, acrobatic, high-flying wrestler. I want him to have a little bit more hardness to him."
Mm-hmm.
People probably wouldn't have got mad. They would have assessed what you said and either agreed or disagreed and moved on. Nobody would be calling you out for days on end. The problem with the statement is not your assessment of Javon Evans and his athleticism and his ability to work. That's not the problem. The problem is you start out by calling him Mr. Bojangles, and then you refer to the fact that he needs to be more urban. When a white person says something like that, it doesn't come across nice to Black people. Okay? First of all, history lesson. Mr. Bojangles was one of the highest paid entertainers in the world during his time. In fact, amongst Black actors, he was the highest paid Black actor and dancer in the world. So it's not a bad thing per se to call him Mr. Bojangles, but it is a dog whistle and a microaggression coming from a white person because we all know what you saw Mr. Bojangles as, because you used to create your own version and make fun of him. The Sambos. Yeah.
No.
Now,
No, not at all.
the other part that was disturbing was the fact that you said you want him to be a little bit more urban. I need to know what you mean by that. Because it doesn't explain anything by saying you want him to be more urban. You are referring to him as urban because he's Black. That's racist. I don't care what you're talking about.
Who even started this?
Where are you from? You being from Detroit means nothing to me. You could be from the hole in the ground. You could be from Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida. You could be from fucking England if you want to, but you telling him he needs to be more urban. What the fuck does that mean? Or better yet, a better question is, what does that mean to you? What this entire statement means is, to me, is you lack the ability to be able to describe what you need in a character from a guy like Javon Evans. If you are not interested in the character that he's presenting, that is your prerogative. It's your business. However, to disrespect him like this because you don't like the character he's presenting is wild as fuck.
It wasn't that expensive to begin with, huh?
Wild. Okay? Now, that ain't even the cold part because we ain't even got to the second statement. After he put out the statement of him putting his foot in his mouth on the podcast, he then comes out with this statement and makes it even worse. He says, and I quote, "How often have you heard the term Uncle Tom? Most likely it was used in a degrading way. If you actually read the literature, Uncle Tom was whipped to death for helping free 2 female slaves. I apologize for the use of the term Mr. Bojangles. It was in poor taste and obviously offensive. I just see talent being pushed in a direction that I disagree with. He should be the male version of Soul Ruka, more contemporary than urban. It's funny how I'm usually the only person who pays attention to the development of black talent." And this is where you're about to get your ass whooped verbally again. First of all, the Bojangles comment wasn't the biggest issue about what you said. It was the urban comment that most people are pissed about. Secondly, I don't need a fucking history lesson on what an Uncle Tom was or what the term became. What you need to understand is that given your history, you don't need to be talking about my people in any way, shape, or form in a derogatory way, especially like this. Secondly, you are the only person who pays attention to the development of black talent. You do we have a savior complex, Munch? The problem is, I have a problem with you and your mouth. That's what I have a problem with. I don't need a history lesson on Uncle Tom. I don't need to know. We all know that slurs and words all evolve over time. A lot of words that we have a current meaning for now meant something else 50 years later. So that is irrelevant to me. You putting this up here is you trying to justify you using Mr. Bojangles to describe Javon Evans, which in all actuality to me was not a slur, but it was derogatory in your mouth because of how you used it to describe the boy. That's the problem. And then you're asking him to be more urban. You didn't even address that part because you believe what you said was valid. And then you come back down and you say you're the only person who pays attention to the development of black talent. You're the only one. No, what you want is a stereotypical version of what black people can be. And black people are not a monolith. We do not exist in one realm and one place. Everybody is different. And just because the majority of us enjoy similar things and come from similar backgrounds and our families have a similar thing, and just because most of us are cousins, don't mean all of us are kinfolk.
Oh, wow.
Because a lot of black people don't enjoy the same shit. And all black people don't come from no urban area either. I need you to get your ass together. For all the shit you be tweeting and posting and doing all of this shit, I expect more from you. And I hope everybody busting your chops enough for you to say something. And this time, don't put your old ass foot in your mouth. Maybe consult somebody else before you start talking. Because I think that's the biggest problem here, is you keep popping off at the mouth with this word vomit, and every time you say something, you make it 10 times worse. When all you had to do was just stop fucking talking and just say, look, I apologize because I overstepped. I shouldn't have said it that way. This is what I meant. But I apologize for the terms I used in my last post or in the last thing you heard me say. I apologize for that because that was wrong. That's all you had to say and keep it moving. But no, you had to try to justify what you said. And I don't want to hear shit about the fact that he old and he can't. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. If you old, get your old ass off the internet saying stupid shit. Period. And I had enough of this shit. It's Black History Month, and you motherfuckers be showing y'all ass every year. Y'all find a way to say something dumb. Then get mad when black people be on your ass. Oh, Kevin Nash didn't mean it that way. And you people always have an attitude. You're always looking for a problem. The race card is always being thrown. As long as I'm living and breathing and you motherfuckers keep saying stupid shit, I'm going to bust your ass every chance I get. Just for the satisfaction that it brings. Because I'm tired. And at this point, you don't have no damn excuse. Plus, he himself is more progressive than most people his age, so he should fucking know better. You just should know better. And that's it.
Oh.
The more I think about it, the more pissed off I get. This motherfucker.
Right.
Well, how was everyone's day?
It's going.
I was taking a nap today, and my kids thought I was a heavy sleeper because they're fucking face. I said, y'all must have lost y'all mind. Get up and come sit crisscross applesauce right over here by the wall. I am not your parents. I do not sleep heavy. I told y'all stop playing, laughing, giggling, and kikiing. Either be quiet or take a nap, because you're going to wake me up. I'm going to know. So I done told y'all a few times.
Ooh, child.
So I had them take it off and put it back on their bed sheet for about 30 minutes. So we having fun? They said no. I said I'm having a wonderful time.
That's crazy.
I let them get 30 minutes of sleep. It was time to get up. I said, hey, get up.
That's fucked up. That is wild.
You took your nap in the first place.
Right.
This one boy, he left me. I'm so tired. I said, you took a whole hour and a half to go to sleep. You wasted your nap time playing with that paper.
Hell no.
That's your fault. Now it's time to be up. Nap is over. Wake up. He's like, you'll be all right.
Well, Elimination Chamber is next week.
Yay.
Next Saturday on the 28th.
Ooh.
That feeling when you were the only kid awake during nap. I used to be the only one awake during nap time. I couldn't sleep.
Damn, you couldn't sleep as a kid either?
Mm-mm.
Jesus. Baby, I was one boy who was trying to play. I said, hey.
I didn't like sleeping around other people. I had a real bad experience with doing that. And I had spent the night at one of my friends' house. That's a private conversation. So I didn't like sleeping in front of everybody else. I wouldn't do it. I would be awake. If I went to my friend's house and spent the night, I would stay up all night. I would never go to sleep. Just out of the fear.
I'll be the main one. I'm ready to go to sleep. Now.
Said my insomnia started at like age 4, to be fair. I ain't have insomnia. I just forced myself to stay awake. I have it now, but I didn't have it. I didn't have it back then.
That didn't have insomnia. Don't know what that is.
So for now, Elimination Chamber is almost complete. We are 4 men in, and we got 2 more slots to fill. Javon Evans, Randall Keith Orton, Cody Raheem Rhodes, as he likes to call himself, and LA Knight have all qualified and will be competing for the right to face off against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Now, Monday, there is another men's qualifier match. Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, and El Grande Americano, the original, will be competing for the last slot because on Friday, there is another qualifier on Friday. You like a fire, child. Excuse me. I don't know if I can find it. Oh, I know who it is. It's Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, and Trick Williams. One of them will be in the chamber.
Something tells
and then
me
we'll have. You think it's gonna be Trick Williams?
I need to lose.
I think it should be Carmelo, honestly.
Sick of this nigga winning.
Put another potential high flyer in there and Carmelo. So we can have a twofer.
Okay.
It's too many technical bitches in this motherfucker. And I know they're gonna put Bronson Reed's big ass in there. Because ain't no big men in that match. And they need one.
I need somebody
Always gotta have one.
Their ass.
Always got to have one. And then on the women's side, it's pretty name heavy in this chamber, which is very interesting. Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka have all qualified for the Elimination Chamber. And Nia Jax has the opportunity to go into the chamber, and so does Charlotte Flair and Kiana James. This will all happen on Friday. And then Monday, Raquel Big Ass and Io Sky and crazy ass Kyrie all have opportunities to qualify for the chamber as well.
That's what I call
it.
I'm not lady talk to you like that.
She do got a big back. She know her back big. Shit.
Oh yeah, Rachel.
Somebody said the men's chamber is gonna be full of cutters.
Hey, be nice, people.
Cody Cutters is great. That's fucked up. They say Sami Zayn might turn on everybody, which,
He should.
given the hell he been through, I wouldn't blame him.
And no crazy lose my mind shit. Bitch,
Losing
actually,
12 pounds to Drew McIntyre should make
really
anybody mad. I would just be pissed off of that. Everybody gotta die. Everybody. Everybody gotta die.
he got pointing his finger like Charlotte did last week. I'm not.
No. The question is, like, I don't really need Kiana in the chamber, but if she in it, I won't be mad about it. Which that's growth, good for me, because I usually be like, fuck Kiana. But anyways,
to win as well.
You don't have no bruiser in the women's match unless you include Rhea in that.
Yeah.
Low key, you need Nia in there. Nia does okay in the chamber. She's not terrible like she is in War Games. She's okay in the chamber. But I think if they want this chamber to be a bit more fun, where like people are actually fighting and not just worried about getting rid of Nia, I think that they would benefit from putting somebody like Charlotte or Kiana in the chamber over Nia. Let Rhea be the bruiser of the group. I really wish they would have let Lash qualify, because that would have worked. Because I feel like if Nia don't qualify, then they're gonna give it to Raquel, and they're gonna put her in there, which I'm not entirely mad about. She ain't gonna win, so it don't matter. And then on Monday, AJ Styles is getting his tribute, because they're gonna be in Atlanta on Monday, and you know that's AJ Styles' home. And all the superstars are said to be on deck on Monday for Monday Night Raw and AJ Styles' tribute. And we love that for him. And he is supposed to be there. So we shall see. Now, I ain't going to keep y'all on today because I don't feel like it. It has not been a good day, and I don't really have nothing to talk about unless y'all got something to talk about in these comments. I'm going right to SBC chat. Right to it. I will give y'all time. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, put it in the comments. We can roll through it. There's a few things I do need to cover before I start SBC chat. First of all, Roxanne Perez underwent surgery. She went on her TikTok to tell everybody where she was at, because people was asking her where she was, hitting her up on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, the whole nine. And she decided to put out a video while getting ready to tell everybody that there was a mass in her back, a benign mass in her back, needed to be removed. So they gave her the time off to do that, and that's where she has been. She had the surgery, and from what I understand, she is currently recovering from said surgery. Dead is.
Okay. God bless, girl. You can't just scare us like that.
That's where little sis said. She's at home resting herself because her back hurt. Okay. Jada Parker. Now, from what I saw, I didn't see Jada Parker on NXT, but then again, I skipped over some stuff. So Jada Parker, I believe Jada Parker and what's his face? Blake had a match Tuesday. In that match, Jada Parker got injured. She had a neck injury. So Jada Parker is out of action due to this neck injury. It looked like this was a botched move, and it could have been on either of their parts. So I don't blame Blake for the move. It didn't look like it was executed properly. So it is what it is. I'm not mad at it, but Jada Parker is said to be recovered. Now I don't know if this is a work or if it's actually an injury, but it looks to be a real injury here. So we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully she come back, 1000% and ready to roll. So if you ever heard of the artist Show Mad Josie, I think that's how you say her name. She was over on um the Kelly Clarkson show, and she has a song called John Cena. And she was singing her song John Cena on the show, and John Cena surprised her and showed up on the show. She freaked out like any other teenager who is infatuated with John Cena. Just literally had a whole freak out and hugged John Cena for the longest time. She was holding on to that man for dear life. So there's that. And there's one more thing. So the rumor was that Chris Jericho is going to show up at the Royal Rumble. And then the rumor was that Chris Jericho is going to show up at WrestleMania. And then the rumor moved to the fact that he was going to show up at Backlash. But apparently Chris Jericho is still under contract with AEW. And from what I've seen, that contract is locked. Chris Jericho isn't going anywhere anytime soon, which means even if he wanted to retire, he would be able to do so in AEW. But he ain't going to be able to go to WWE, get that year retirement he wants, and that ring that he so desperately craves. Okay. So it looks like for now, Jericho is locked down in AEW. Whether he's seen on TV or not is totally up to them, but he ain't going nowhere right now. So y'all ain't going to see Jericho on the WWE screens anytime soon.
Well,
last but not least,
lay down with dirty dogs and get fleas.
That's what they say, baby. Last but not least, Ronda Rousey and Gina. I can never get her goddamn name right. What is her name? Oh, Gina Carano. They're doing an exhibition fight over on Netflix. I love you, Ronda, but I don't give a damn. I don't like Gina Carano. I give less of a fuck about her. I just don't care. After all the nostalgia fights that I've seen the last couple of years, I'm not gonna be excited for this one because I have a suspicion this one's gonna stank. But you know what my husband told me? He said, "Well, you know what, Tech Babe?" He said the undercard might be better than the main card. You know, if you watch Jake Paul fight with Tyson, the undercard was great. And I was like, you know what? You motherfucking right. You are right, babe. You are so right.
Oh, Jesus.
So we might be watching that fight. I'm be honest. I ain't gonna be. I love Ronda for many reasons, but girl, just saying. Let me see. What did y'all put in the comments when I asked y'all to put stuff in there? What did he say? Jay said, "Who do y'all think is going to change their face in Jay?" Who would make the most sense to face her?
And depending on who else would be in the chamber.
If they put Charlotte in there,
if
they put Charlotte in there, I need y'all to hear me out. If they put Charlotte in there, I want it to be Charlotte, not because I need her to go back to WrestleMania, but for a very specific reason. If Bianca Belair is healed by the time SummerSlam rolls around, I need for Charlotte and Bianca to have their time. We never really got a full feud with them. It happened like you got lightweight with them, and I want more. I feel like
I want some shit. Yeah.
Yes, like they had their little back and forth, but there wasn't really no real fulfillment between the two of them. And I need that. And it's no shade to Jade, but I hate this for her because her title reign came at the most inopportune moment for her. Everybody was out. Everybody that she was building her feud with got injured. Then they moved on to Jordan. Now you got Bliss possibly in the mix here, and they should have put Nia Jax up next. Lash should have been next. Like, you should have really built Jade up with true feuds, but you stuck them into that mid card with the tag team titles, and that fucked me up. I didn't like that. So you cost Jade an opportunity to have a real rivalry with her title, and this is how you make her look like a piss poor champion. And I don't like that. You was banking on Bianca coming back. You waited and you waited and you waited, and you should have proceeded forward with the people who were there. You had the pieces, and you already had past shit with Jade and Nia. Jade eliminated Nia from the Rumble a few years back. Nia and Jade have clashed before. Nia eliminated Jade from being able to win an opportunity in the tournament to be U.S. champion. Nia has cost Jade a lot. You should have had Jade targeting her instead of targeting Jordan's Jordan. I just, they don't be thinking. They just don't be thinking, and I hate that. I hate it. I saw Randy and his daughter Brooklyn going to their first father-daughter dance, and I was like, "Oh, good for them." I don't be looking at stuff like that because they ain't none of my business, child. Side note: I'm doing my very first cake order. Need some advice on how to stack a 1-tier, 2-layer cake.
It's
a 1-tier cake. You just have a 2-layer cake. So, do they want filling or frosting in the cake? I'm confused by the question. It's 1 tier, but it's 2 layers. So you put the filling in the center. If it's a fruit filling in the center, you pipe the frosting on the rim, fill it in with the fruit, put the cake on top, then you frost it. And then you crumb coat it, put it in the fridge. Then you frost it again so the outside frosting is clean. Decorate it and then go get your money. Dowels, I think that's how you spell it. I'd watch a tutorial. She don't need dowels for a 1-tier cake with layers. She don't need dowels for that. She don't have to put dowels in it. It's no more tiers on the cake. It's just 1 tier. Now that Bianca got surgery, plans have to change. So there are rumors going back and forth between Charlotte and Tiffany. I don't want to see Tiffany Stratton go up against Jade Cargill again.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
And if that's the case,
that's Kira. I don't know.
but
it's probably Brock Lesnar's stupid ass. It's probably Brock Lesnar. Or they probably pulling the wool over our eyes with this Jericho shit and this Chris Jericho, and they start that Y2J countdown again. If they do that shit, I'm gonna go ballistic at Elimination Chamber. That's gonna be fucking fire. Because you know they love the swervers. You know they love planting stories, bitch. They said that contract is ironclad. Boom. Jericho show up at Elimination Chamber.
I wouldn't put it past them shit. They were talking about that bullshit with Edge, and he was like,
"Nah, dead ass.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't come back. Come on, I had the neck surgery and everything else. They told me I had to retire. The fact that they brought it up is cool. I love the fans who love me to come back. It's not gonna happen. All of a sudden, you think you know me,
right? He made me so bad.
I said, you lying son of a bitch. You and your wife.
Oh,
had a good showing.
Not you lying son of a bitch. You lying, deceitful bastard. He said, you mean to tell me you abandoned me for a college education? You bastard. I feel like it's some of inanimate object because I can't think of a person going in a box. Chris Jericho crazy enough to do some shit like that.
Right.
It's a carrot cake with a cream cheese frosting. It's just a layered cake then. It's not one tier. It's a layered cake. So you're just gonna bake 2 pans of cake. You're gonna level it, frost it in the center, put the other cake on top, crumb coat it, put it in the fridge for 12 hours at max so it can at least get cold. Carrot cake, you don't need to put simple syrup on, although some people still do. If you make it right, you don't have to do that. But frost it, and you're just gonna it's gonna have crumbs in it. So put it in the fridge, let those everything in that harden, pull it out, and then put some fresh cream cheese frosting on the top, all over. That way you can get the crumbs out. You don't have crumbs in your final cake. However you're gonna decorate it, and then get them people their cake. It ain't hard. It's pretty simple. If I was you and you feel nervous, go on YouTube and YouTube how to decorate a cake. If that car start ticking down with letters, I know, right? Like, I mean, it's just messy enough for Chris Jericho to do. It's some shit that he would do because he's that fucking vain. He got so much vanity. He's so vain.
Chan. That's our drama queen.
Yes. That man will come out that box with a scarf wrapped firmly around his neck. And you know he gonna have on them damn them Buddy Elf boots that he always wearing because the shoes always turn up at the toe. Child. And no shirt on and the tightest of jeans that he can find.
Nipples rock hard.
His old ass gonna kick out that damn box. That's gonna be
They had cut that shit off coming back over here.
Break the walls just gonna start permeating through them streets. That's funny. Lady Gates, I hope not. I hated that scarf. He used to wear like 8 of them bitches. He come out there with a scarf for every day of the week. Him and Elias, they love them some damn scarves. I miss my weekly scarf from Elias. He ain't did a damn I ain't seen Elias on TikTok doing damn Bible study. I'm upset. He busy. He can't help it. Start working and he forgot about the God. He forgot about God, Jared, after he started working again. That's rude. Rude as hell. What else? I'm missing something. I'm supposed to tell y'all something else.
Tell us, girl.
Damn, the dude from Pulp Fiction dead. He died from a gunshot wound. He shot himself. They say he accidentally shot himself. I don't think it was no accident.
Oh, way to go.
So, if you care, over in Hog, Zilla Fatu and MJF will fight on Friday, my husband's birthday, February 20th. And it will be it looks like it's going to be for the AEW championship. He did challenge Zilla Fatu to a fight. And it looks like if Hangman loses at AEW Revolution, He will never wrestle for the world title again. I hate when y'all do this. Now you know you're gonna lose. So I really hate when you do this. I despise it. That sucks. Oh, John Cena is gonna be in a new Netflix comedy called One Attempt Remaining, and he's gonna be working alongside Jennifer Gardner and Kate McKinnon. Okay, did y'all see Seth Rollins on Shay Shay Club? Did y'all see it? He was on Shannon Sharp's podcast today. Now he said a lot. He said, one, that the Shield never wanted to break up, which we always knew that. Thank you very much, Uncle Seth. And number two, he was, he loved Becky. So he was gushing about his wife. He loved to dig her. And he said he will never forgive CM Punk. He said, fuck that nigga the long way. He said it's gonna take them both retiring from wrestling, being away from the business for a long time, sitting down and having a conversation, which I feel like they've already done, and he's just lying. Because if you felt this way, you would not be able to work with them the way that you do. Now, don't get me wrong. We've seen people who despise each other do it. Edge and fucking Matt Hardy have been a really good example. But like every day of your life, let's put this into perspective. As a grown ass man, right, with a child and a wife, you're holding on to a grudge from over 10 years ago. And instead of you being a man and telling him how you feel and then being like, I feel like you abandoned me, and then you come back and you take it from me again, like that's a proper conversation because you're being honest. But instead, you're just like, no, fuck that nigga the wrong way. I don't give a fuck about none of that. And it's like, how you grow up only when it comes to your wife?
You was out here taking shots at the company that I call home.
Like, I get it. This is the thing, though. There's plausibility on both sides of the spectrum when it comes to Seth and CM Punk's hatred for each other. Seth has a right to be mad at him. Seth treated him like he was a subordinate. Well, he was treating Seth like a subordinate. He then just left abruptly, didn't leave, didn't say anything to him, didn't talk to him, wouldn't take his phone calls, nothing, just left him high and dry. Seth had to pick up the pieces and run with the company while he was gone. And to be fair, he did do that. All the while, the fans are still chanting for CM Punk, and CM Punk's at home with his feet kicked up, sharing pizza with AJ Lee. He don't give a fuck. Now he done decided that wrestling is back in his life again. It's okay. He can come back to her. And since WWE are whores, they didn't do nothing but just open their legs. Right when he comes. Like, yeah.
Come on, baby daddy.
Yeah, I'm ready. And I've been waiting. It's warm. It's nice and warm for you. We've been keeping it warm for you. It's just like, what about me? Yeah, okay. If I'm gonna be honest, you're just not big enough.
What about you?
You're just not big enough, babe. You don't fit. I'm sorry.
Off about you. Sure it is, yeah.
You just don't fit. But we love you. You was good for the time. You know what I'm saying? You gave me what I needed. And now I need something else.
He lose. He to do.
He come back. And the funny part is it's the way he came back. They didn't tell anybody. And Seth's reaction was real. It was real. So everybody's sitting there and they're just like, what the fuck is going on? Now you have to ask yourself, are you a company man? Or do you position yourself as one of the tops? Because they would have had to come see me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I am one of your franchise players, you got to come see me. You can't just spring no shit on me like that. We just put on a hell of a show, and then you upend us.
Excuse me.
Randy was supposed to be the surprise,
right?
But here you come back during this. I didn't agree to that. That was not the rules. It's always been the front. You was not supposed to go in the back. You tricked me. You tricked me, bitch. Right. Like, and now I just gotta sit back and be quiet. No. Triple H would have had to come see me. You would have come see me. Listen here, Kratos. I've been here the whole time that Phil decided he didn't want to play no more. And I've been here this whole time and you couldn't give me a courtesy of telling me that this motherfucker was coming back. We didn't want to run the risk of, it getting out. Who the fuck was I gonna tell? I don't like that nigga. And you know I don't like him. So I was hoping against his downfall. I was hoping y'all wouldn't work the shit out. That would have been me. Like, you owe me. What do you want? I want a title run and I want to beat that nigga. I want to beat that motherfucker and I want him beaten down. Do you hear me? Then you can do your little redemption arc. But he couldn't even do that. Why? Because his first year back, CM Punk got injured right out the gate. Mm-hmm. Right out the gate, injured. Gone. Then we get to the next year. I ain't gonna lie, he had a great rivalry with Drew McIntyre. That was fun. I don't care what nobody say. That was fun times. All right. Then we get to the final throws of the year before last, where he's going out there to compete. Well, last year, I think it was last year. He's going out there and he's torturing Roman and completely sidestepping Seth. He's left out. He's the odd man out in this scenario. Although all three of them hate each other, he's the odd man out. I'm just saying, at some point you got to have had a conversation with him so you can get yourself to a point where shit don't feel like, I would feel like it's a weight around my neck every time I was around him. If that was me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the first thing I'm going to do is, like, you and I need to have a fucking conversation if we're going to do this. Because I need to be able to trust you. And if I can't trust you, this ain't going to fucking work. So come holler at me. We need to go. I don't know what you need. You need you a Pepsi or something, bitch? I don't know what you need. But you going to have to come talk to me. You're going to have to come see me. It's been over 10 years. You ain't talked to nobody. You ain't made sure I was cool or nothing. So what's up? What's good? He would have talked to me, goddammit. Did you see where the streamer D the Great got slapped by a UFC fighter on Rampage Jackson stream? Was that Rampage Jackson stream? I saw him get his ass whipped twice. He got slapped because the man was standing there, telling him, the wife was laughing and everything, but then she told him not to touch her. And the man was like, the little boy talking about, I don't give a fuck, his wife is for everybody. And I don't give a fuck what he talking about. That nigga slapped the dog shit out that little nigga. Okay? Then he got mad, get on his little bus talking about, I'll get the blicky on his ass. Like, yeah, but you could have, but you didn't. Then he go back in there. He go back talking to another dude and get right hooked. When I say that shit came swift and clean, Nigga. Buddy got knocked down. He thought he was hitting him, but he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing to that man. I was like, buddy, it's about time for you to like stop opening your mouth so much. Please. Because they're weird. Anyways, that shit was funny as fuck. Yep. Slapped by one dude and punched by the other. It did take them some time to finally be able to talk things out, Edge and Matt, because ooh, yeah, man. But this was after they had already went their separate ways, and Edge had got married to Beth, and then he got married to Revy. Like at that, by the time they had that conversation, like him and Lita were long done. And it's low-key kind of crazy. Because during their feud, they hated each other. And Matt still protected him. He could have very easily injured Edge, but he did not. He did not compromise his integrity. But he hated that man. And he said it. He said, I hated him. I hated him. And I didn't want nothing to do with him, but I did my job. And Edge straight up said, I would not have been able to do the same. I was like, oof. I'm with Edge on this one. I'd have fucked your ass up in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, I would have did tell.
You got your ass tore up. Understand? I'd have beat your ass multiple times. Every time we wrestle, it's a shoot fight.
Doing promo sessions, I might even let you getting your word off. Pop. What I said.
Facts.
Back and forth, home. You done enough.
We don't need to talk. Since Vince wants us to keep fighting every time we turn around, fine. Shit. I'm gonna punch him in his face every time I see him.
Fair enough.
Every time.
So, I don't
well,
TV. What?
It's time for SBC chat. If you've never been over here, but SBC chat is very simple. We go over to Twitter, and the 6 brown chicks have 6 questions, and we're going to read them, and then they ask for advice. Some of them we don't give advice to because they don't deserve it. Others, we'll see. So, question number 1. My coworker Sean got a new motorcycle from his old sugar mama, a manager at our job. My plan is to smash and grab, steal her from Sean, smash her real good, grab her debit cards, and treat myself. She always flaunted her money. She drove a Maserati. She lived in a good zip code. She was shaped like a busted can of biscuits. Oh, shit.
Jesus.
But she lived in a good zip code. But she always kept to herself. She treated her co-workers to lunch a lot. I knew all she needed was my help spending her money. I cheated on my broke ass girl and put this thing on that old lady. And she dumped me. She told me to grow up, learn some new moves, and found out how to please a woman. And that hurt my ego. But the thing that ended me was when she said, ask Sean to teach you how he can get anything he wants from me. She must have told Sean that I disappointed her because he said, Eileen told me you needed some lessons. I want a chance to prove myself, but she won't come near me. You're a terrible lay.
You said, what the fuck was that?
Oh, oh shit. I don't know. Shit. Oh. Oh my god. Mm. Oh, that was good. That was good. Question number 2. I'm only 19, but I have eyes. I know my aunt's husband is cheating on her with girls my age because I've caught him at the club twice. My aunt has been married for 14 years. I told my mom, and my mom says to stay out of it because my aunt is never going to leave him. Okay, here's the issue. I bumped into my uncle at our music release party. I spoke mainly to let him know I saw him. Immediately after, the bouncer, my good friend, told me to stay away from him because he's giving women the package, meaning HIV. One of his victims was hospitalized for a month. It is not mandatory to tell a partner that you're HIV positive in my state, so he's doing what he wants. My aunt is a breast cancer survivor and she don't need this dirty ninja in her life. I want to find a way to tell her what's going on, but I don't know how to do it. Advice. This is this.
Excuse me. I don't think it's a good way to say it.
I mean, I feel like the only way you can say it is to tell her. But you're gonna have to have evidence because she's not gonna believe you. So I don't know, maybe get one of the other girls that he possibly affected. I don't know, but this is sad. And if she been with him for 14 years and he has HIV and he's been sleeping with her this whole time while sleeping with other women, it's possible she could have contracted the disease. So that's unfortunate, but I encourage you to tell her. Can I have my pomegranate out of there? Question number 3. My girl used to bake cakes for fun and just for close family members. She quit her job and started designing cakes full time. She makes enough money to get by, but recently she got a client that pays triple her rate. Here's my problem. The client started asking for suggestive cakes, a large manhood cake, if you will, for a bachelorette party, a woman's a womanhood cake for a man, etc. I don't have no problem with this. But this time, the same client rented an Airbnb with a chef's kitchen so my girl could bake a full size human cake, the cadaver cake complete with the legs and feet, pinkish buttercream on the outside, strawberry on the inside to resemble blood. It wasn't Halloween. The cake was for a private party. She made good money, but it was disgusting to see. This client offered my girl an exclusive contract to bake specialty cakes for them. The money is good, but this seems like a cult. She says I need to stop blocking her blessings and let her do her thing. I think this is going to end badly. Advice. Well, it don't sound like you're jealous. It just sounds like you're more concerned. Well, I'll say this: if she don't feel like it's a problem, then neither should you. I would mind my business because clearly she is more concerned about the coins than she is about her safety.
The money is good. What's the problem?
That's
Not understanding.
what she's saying, but
It's a brain fart. You crazy.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to bake a cake. It's a dead perfect cake at that. That don't sound appetizing. Well, it ain't my damn cake, so.
Well, I must say, you must be one of a cake decorator.
But why does she have to be there to bake the cake? Well, I mean, how is she gonna get that big ass cake to their house? Fair enough. All right. Question number 4. I left my baby daddy because I thought I found a sugar daddy. I've been with Henry for 4 months. If he got money, he hiding it. He films and posts everything we do. He bought me flowers just to post online. This is how you treat your woman right. If we go to a restaurant, he'll film us entering a beautiful, beautiful, expensive spot. And then after he posts the video, he'll turn around and walk out because I haven't earned a 5-course meal yet. Girl. Mm. I told him nicely that he's 63 and I'm 28. And he's not an influencer. No one cares what he's talking about online. We should enjoy each other in the moment. Henry, you young, but you don't look young. I can replace your dollar ass tonight if I wanted to. Bitch. Ain't no way no 63-year-old man is gonna talk to me.
Did you let that do that to you?
This man is 63 years old. Why didn't you cut his damn CPAP machine in his sleep? Fuck wrong with y'all? Y'all here letting niggas talk to y'all crazy like this?
That's your old ass nigga.
He said he can replace her dollar ass
Tonight.
tomorrow.
If you wanted to.
Jesus. That was the last time he saw me romantically, but he's stalking me everywhere I go. He walks up to me and yells about how I tried to use him for his money, but my relations couldn't seal the deal. How do I get this old man to leave me alone? Cops say I can't put a restraining order on him for cussing me out. You can shoot him. I'm just playing.
Sure. Beat his
Girl,
ass.
he old.
You
Why don't you drop kick that nigga in his knees? The fuck?
His ass out.
What is you doing? Like,
He ain't too strong.
nothing he's talking about would scare me. Nothing. Because if I'm a dollar asshole, then you a 50-cent ass nigga. So, if I'm not good enough, then why are you here? Chasing me around and shit. Well, my coochie ain't good, but here you are. There must be something, nigga. Question number 5. Oh, Lord. We bet everything on our online success. The social media posts did not match our real life. We both knew we were broke. We both agreed that if we promoted our business more and tied our brand to our positive Black love, Black power, family brand, that would attract a steady following and lucrative brand deals. You know the rest of the story. The brand deals didn't come. Our most watched video on YouTube has 400 views. Girl. I ended our marriage and sought a wealthy wife to help me get out of debt and live the life I wanted. That didn't go down well. My ex posted story time after story time about how I'm a no good dog who used her. Okay, I accept that. My problem is that her story times are earning her huge audiences, and a divorce attorney plays an ad by on all her videos. She's using me to make money, but I'm not getting my cut. When I post my side of the story, I get no views, but she uses my videos to talk more shit about me. I want to go home, and if not love her, at least get my royalties from the stories she sells. Yo, you can't be serious. Listen, you're mad because she's sharing y'all stories and it's all about her, but you have to understand when you're an influencer, you have to pick and choose your audience correctly. I'll give y'all a little tip. If you ever decide to be an influencer or to just marketing content, right? You want to make money on Instagram. Instagram, you can make money on Instagram multiple ways. Brand deals and posting content. When you bring the certain amount of views in and you have enough followers, Instagram will pay you to post. So you'll make a certain amount of money per post. You could be making anywhere from 5 cents a post to over $150 per post. It depends. Sometimes you can make more than that, depending on what you're posting and how many views you get. The earnings all go by the clicks and the views, right? But if you're the type of influencer where you're not earning money by your content, you earn money by the deals you make, but you need to understand your audience. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube operate off of salaciousness, sex, politics, and controversial conversations. If you pick from one of those, you will make money. Notice how when you go on YouTube, you see a lot of things on YouTube that make a lot of money are like the amazing trick videos, animal videos, um, videos of babies doing really cool shit or funny shit, stuff like that. Instagram is more millennials using Instagram. So you're gonna find a lot of salaciousness making money. Skits about cheating being caught, divorces, that kind of stuff. That's gonna have hella views and make a lot of money. TikTok, same thing. Story times, cheating videos, all kind of shit. It's always salaciousness that's gonna make you money. So of course, the two of y'all being in a group trying to promote this beautiful happy couple thing ain't gonna work because the market is already saturated with that. However, everybody loves a good breakup story. What y'all should have did is what the YouTubers do when they don't make no money off of their couple channels. Y'all should have broke up and start, battling each other about the breakup, posting videos about each other and making money off of the videos. But that's exactly what all the other YouTubers did when them couples broke up. They fake broke up or they had another baby. And motherfuckers would literally get pregnant so they can have 9 months of good revenue. I'm telling you, the game is rigged, bro. Question number 6. Finale question. I married a package deal. My husband has a 6-year-old daughter who is a perfect child until she wasn't. She rages. She breaks things in my house. She asks me uncomfortable questions. What's wrong with your belly? Don, This is your wheelhouse. Wake your ass up.
I'm listening.
She said, "My husband has a 6-year-old daughter who was the perfect child until she wasn't. She rages. She breaks things in my house. She asks me uncomfortable questions. What's wrong with your belly? Why can't you grow your own child in there? Jesus. I'm unable to have children. And at 6 years old, she wets her clothes as an act of defiance. Her, I peed my pants, so I can't go to the store with you. I know she wants her father to be with her mother instead of me, but her mother is for the streets. She literally has a pimp. My husband asked me to be patient. Well, Little Miss Sunshine drew a picture of the three of us, except my eyes were scratched out. Me, why did you draw me like this? Her, because that's what you look like after. Me, after what? Her, you know what? I believe this was a threat. I, I'll let Di answer first.
You know what the you know what was like. What you finna do?
Girl,
Mm,
y'all ever seen a movie called The Omen?
I'm like, oh, we're going to the store. Come on, PC Polly, Pissy Polly. I'll put a towel down. I don't want that piss on my car chairs though. But we finna go to the store. Is that you get for peeing on yourself? Like she just couldn't quite make it to the bathroom while we were at the store. And if she's
This
gonna sit
child is a demon.
like it's it's like you gonna have to roll with that because like you ain't gonna sit up here and say I pissed on myself on purpose. So I wouldn't have to go to the store with her. She took me to the store anyway.
You gonna make me go to the store with PP clothes? I sure am.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the decision that you decide to make. You
Get in
want
the
to say
store.
you
She
peed on
smell
yourself?
like feet. Yeah, she had a little accident on the way here. It's okay. I'm gonna get her some clean clothes right now.
Get you some tight ass pajamas.
Mm-hmm. Now she making threats.
Yeah, that's a threat.
I'm like, oh, well,
You know what?
I'm
I don't know what actually.
like, well, I'll see you tonight when you go to bed. You know I'm the one that got to give you your bath, right?
Just hold your clothes. Pissy.
Put some motherfucking Clorox in that bitch. It's wild.
Yeah, I have no words.
Believe, girl, it was a threat. Also a promise, child. She's 6. I think the husband is correct. You do need to be patient, but you also need to whip her ass. Cause that's not cool. And I am not gonna be unsafe in my own house with a little demon 6-year-old. So
Okay. What you finna do?
I'll be right there at your door.
Check with all the knives and scissors and forks. You know, put soup around here.
Sitting right at the door. Where you going? I don't coming in your room. No, you can go back in your bed. I was just gonna do where you get fucked up around here.
Okay.
Don't play that bullshit. I don't know, baby. You're just gonna have to reel her in. She was trying to scare you away. She ain't gonna do nothing. Just don't eat nothing she give you. Make sure you switch the bowls.
Mhm. Watch yourself. And watch
Don't
that.
talk that bullshit. I made you breakfast. I know I'm cool. I don't trust you. She's not a puppy, Aaliyah. She said show dominance. What she gonna do? Rub her nose in the pee? Oh wow. Anyway, I'm finna get out of here. I will see y'all Friday. Friday's Gerard's birthday, so make sure when y'all come in here Friday, y'all tell him happy birthday. And I will see y'all then. Okay, bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.